This will just be a quick video, a quick description and discussion on the concept of friction. And these kinds of problems would always come up in engineering mechanics, in physics. And so, what is a friction, by the way? A friction is a force between surfaces in contact. So, it's the force between surfaces in contact that resist their relative tangential motion. In this case, in our case here, we have the slipping. Yeah, it slips. So, like a sliding box on a inclined surface. So the box would tend to slide downwards. So there's a friction that occurs between the contacting surfaces of the box and the surface. So that friction would try to resist the sliding of the box. And that is the frictional force, the friction between contacting surfaces. So there are two types of friction. We have the static friction and the kinetic friction. All right, static and kinetic. Static, that means it's not moving, and the kinetic is the one that's moving. So in this example or illustration here, we have a block that's on a stone table. So this is just an experiment, for example. So we are actually, so our y-axis here is, we have here the time, of course, the time, and we have here the pulling. So this is the force that's applied. So you apply, so the box is actually on the left side. So the box is on here. So the box is on this side. So it's not moving yet. And then if you try to push the box to the very top of the inclined table, for example, so, or you can just push the box, So first, the box is at rest, right? So the box is not moving. So if the box is not moving, so the friction that is involved there, so there's no friction. So that means nothing is actually done in there. So when you push the box to the table, so it's the end of the table, for example, the friction that is involved there, because the box is not moving, you're just trying to push the box, and of course the box will resist, The frictional force in there between the box and the table would try to resist that pushing force. So the frictional force that is involved there is actually a static friction. Static because the box is still at rest, it's not moving. And the coefficient of friction there in the static friction is the static coefficient of friction, right? This one, the mu s, the coefficient of static friction. We call it mu s. All right. So the frictional force Fs is equal to the mu s times the normal force. So that's the frictional force that's resisting the movement. And that frictional force, static force, is usually, it's less than the maximum frictional force, right? So that frictional force that's being experienced by the box and the surface is actually less than the maximum frictional force. Now, there will come a time when you keep on pushing the box, the frictional force will reach its maximum value. It will reach its maximum value, right? So if you keep on pushing the box, so that here in this side, the box is not yet moving, right? But you keep on pushing and pushing the box, until it will reach a time that the maximum frictional force is reached, F max, right? So here we have not moving. When that time comes that the maximum force is reached, there is what we call an impending movement. So that means the box is about to move. Why? Because the maximum force is already reached. Then, if that time when the box starts moving, then the box would now be in this part of the graph. So there is now movement of the box. That means the velocity now is greater than zero. That means the box is not at rest anymore. So when the box starts to move, of course, there will still be friction that's developed between the contacting surfaces of the box and the table. Now, when the box starts to move, the friction that is happening there is not static friction anymore. It's now kinetic friction. FK, kinetic friction. And you see, the coefficient there is not the static coefficient anymore, but we are now using mu k. So it has a different value now when the box starts to move. So the coefficient of kinetic friction, mu k, will be used in this case. And of course, you multiply it to the normal force. And of course, the Fk is less than. So that is actually what happens to. So this is just a simple illustration of what happens to the box from rest. Then it experiences the friction, static friction, and which is still less than the maximum friction. Then it reaches a time or a point where the frictional force is reached. So it is now in a state of impending motion. So that's when it reaches the F box. And then the box starts to move, and then the friction there will now be from static, it becomes kinetic friction. And the coefficient involved there is the coefficient of kinetic friction. All right. I hope you got the idea. And I hope to see you again in my next video. Bye.